Highlight incorrect words. Looks easy at the surface, but often students keep doing mistakes in this task due to lack of practice. Let's learn this task. This task's weightage is 7 marks in listening and 12 marks in reading. Huge score in reading. So anybody who is willing to get a big score in reading and listening both, you have to answer this accurately. It comes before right from dictation. Okay, so before you enter dictation, you will answer 2 to 3 questions from highlight incorrect words and you proceed to dictation. What is this task? You are expected to click the incorrect words, the wrong words on the screen while listening to the audio. It's as simple as that. It has negative marking, but do not worry about it. I'll tell you how it works. Stay tuned. A question coming up now. Please watch it. Listening. Just look at this. It is before dictation as far as the sequence is concerned. Okay, let me answer that question. I'm relaxing before the audio starts. Relaxed.
When I got into a cage with a Komodo dragon almost 10 years ago for a story, I had no idea that its skull was so special. Neither did scientists until now. But a report in the Journal of Anatomy reveals that the world's largest living lizard has a remarkable space frame skull. Space frame refers to a light, rigid structure with interlocking struts that can handle big loads. The shape of the skull bones and the arrangement of bones of different strengths is the key. The researchers employed a technique called finite element analysis, which is usually used to analyze trains or planes, but in this case it let them reverse engineer the Komodo to study the mechanical forces that the skull is subject to. As opposed to, say, an alligator, the dragon has a pretty wimpy bite, so rather than clamp down on its victims, it yanks off chunks of meat, a move powered by incredibly strong neck muscles, and made possible by that space frame skull able to handle the huge forces involved. Our March 1999 article on Komodos is available at siamdigital.com.
So you can see I have identified and clicked how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 incorrect words I clicked. So you are expected to click incorrect words. What is the definition of an incorrect word? Any word on the screen that does not match with the audio which is ongoing. Any word on the screen which does not match with the audio is an incorrect word. So 1, 2, 3, 4 incorrect words I clicked. I get what? 4, close to 4 marks I get in listening and close to 6 marks I get in reading. Because in the real exam, generally 2 questions are coming. What is the weightage of listening for this task? The listening weightage is 7 marks. At the same time, the reading weightage is 12 marks. Simple. So that means close to 1 mark you get when you hit 1 incorrect word in listening, right? And close to 1.5 marks you get in reading additionally on every perfect action. That is clicking the incorrect word. What to do when you accidentally click any correct word? Let's see.
A baby's cries for food might drive a tired parent to aggravation, but some species take more drastic measures, like the burying beetle, Necrophorus vespuloides, which punishes its pesky children by eating them. Researchers wanted to get to the bottom of an age-old question in evolutionary biology, the origin of begging. Natural selection favors a greedy, well-fed child, but it also favors parents who dole out food evenly to their young and save some for themselves. So how do you resolve that parent-child conflict? Burying beetles do so by putting the ultimate price on pleading, death. Begging larvae were 13 times more likely than laid-back larvae to be eaten by mom, which may discourage them from asking for more than their fair share of the grub. That finding appears in the journal Behavioral Ecology. Humans have different standards than beetles do, of course. For us, pestering your parents may be a good thing. One study suggests crying is a sign of good health, which might lower a baby's chances of being neglected or abused. Then again, after those first few years, you're probably better off not being a crybaby.
So I'm very sure that almost all the words that I clicked are incorrect except this word measures. I'm very sure that it is a correct word, but I accidentally clicked. What to do? Just go to that word, click it one more time. So any word, the mechanism is you clicking a word once will highlight it one more time, a second click will de-highlight it. Very simple. So if you accidentally click any word after the audio is finished, before you click the next button in the examination, you rectify it by clicking it again and then submit it, right? You can see now father, parent. This is second word, this is third incorrect word, this is fourth incorrect word, this is fifth incorrect word. Close to 1 mark you get in listening, and close to 1.5 marks you get in reading for every incorrect word you click. See what happens if you click some correct words, we will see now.
November 24th marks the 150th anniversary of the publication of Darwin's Origin of Species. On November 19th, a guy named Ray Comfort, who does not accept evolution, will celebrate the fact that when copyrights expire and works enter the public domain, you're free to do with them what you will. Thus, Comfort will be distributing his own edition of Darwin's masterwork with a new introduction. This is roughly the equivalent of me finger painting on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel so as to improve the work. According to the folks at the National Center for Science Education, the NCSE, who monitor efforts to interfere with evolution education in public schools, Comfort in his intro repeats numerous familiar anti-evolution claims. For example, that there's a lack of transitional fossils, and that the second law of thermodynamics makes evolution impossible. These assertions have been disproved more often than the chant, "Yankees suck." The NCSE has set up a website with useful, truthful info. It's at www.don'tdissdarwin.com, all one word, no apostrophe. Indeed, don't diss Darwin, it leads me to discomfort.
So I clicked some words which are correct also. What happens? Let's see. You see, now there are three things in this. One, risks. Second, equally. Third, various. Fourth, agreed. These four words are incorrect words. Okay, so I get what? My marks for clicking this incorrect words. Now this word is actually missed by me. I missed it. Okay, I couldn't observe it. I couldn't click it. So if you do not click any word, if you do not take any action at any word, in the portal it looks like this. It displays like this. You will get it in the text in the white color and the background is green color. But just in case if you click any word which is correct, but you clicked it accidentally but not rectified it, right? So that will be displayed in the red color. So the now score part is very simple. You get what? 4 marks for 4 incorrect words minus 1. Why? Because one word you clicked is correct and you have not rectified it. Therefore, you're plus 4 for 4 incorrect words clicking, you're minus 1 for 1 correct word clicking. So total, the net score will be what? 3 in listening, close to 4.5 marks in reading. Because every incorrect word clicked is close to 1 mark in listening, 1.5 mark, close to 1.5 mark in reading. That's how it works. If you don't take any action, if you do not click any option, if you ignore an option, it will neither give you negative mark nor give you positive marks. It will give you simply a 0. Please understand. The steps involved. Before the audio starts, you get 10 seconds of preparation time. 10 seconds of preparation time. I highly recommend my test takers to oxygenate. What is oxygenation? Breathe in completely, hold, breathe out. Maybe once or twice if you can do it in 10 seconds. And it will give you what? A new lease of energy, because this task is last but task of your listening module. By the time you come here, you already sat for almost 2+ hours. The amount of energy you have is not same. The amount of focus you have on the exam may not be same. So this deep inhalation and exhalation, maybe once or twice, can improve your focus and give you increased energy. Along with oxygenation, please park your cursor on the word number 1. Where the paragraph is starting, there you park your cursor. Don't click anything, just put it there, right? You will wait for the audio to start. This is step 1. Step 1, oxygenation, parking the cursor, oxygenation and parking the cursor on the first word. So what is step 2? Step 2 is listening, reading in sync, in synchronization. So when the audio starts, you are reading, listening the same words. The word you are listening, that you are reading, the word you are reading, that you are listening. So wherever in this process you find an incorrect word, that you click and you keep following, click and follow. If you click the correct word, do not do any modifications when the audio is running. Wait for the audio to finish, because if you do in between modification when the audio is going on, you will lose track with the ongoing audio. You will miss out on the upcoming words, which is not recommended. Step 3. Step 3 is nothing but if you have accidentally or mistakenly clicked any word, if you clicked any word by accident, you know that it is not incorrect word, it is correct word. Go to that word, click it one more time. This undoing, this reversing your action, if there is anything, should be done. You verify your answer. Not verification does not involve anything. All you need to do is if any word is unnecessarily or accidentally clicked, you go to that word and click it one more time, unhighlight it, hit the next word. That's it. That's what your step 3 is. It looks very simple and straightforward. To understand what is highlight incorrect words, any normal, regular person can understand it in just 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes maximum. But understanding what to do is not important. Understanding and practicing and making sure in the exam you get 100% marks in this task is important. So I recommend you practicing 100 questions before you sit the examination. Let's say you have 20 days time for your test. The target that I'm giving you, practice target I'm giving you is 100 questions divided by 20 days. 100 is questions, 20 is days, which means per day you have to practice 5 questions. Let's say you have 30 days, you can practice 3-4 questions a day, but daily somebody who is looking to get a great score should practice. Taking it lightly or neglecting this task, if you don't practice on a daily basis in the examination, it really affects your reading score. The biggest thing that pinches you if you don't perform in highlight incorrect words, first thing that pinches you is reading score. It has 12 marks of reading, the valuable 12 marks. And of course, 7 marks is there in listening, right? So every day, whatever I recommended, that many questions, you keep practicing until you go to the test. So this is something works for you. There's no fluff. All you need to know is this about highlight incorrect words. See, thousands of PTE practice questions. Like essays, we have 101 essays we are adding based on our exam experiences. Look at this, it has grammar. For example, you are lacking in subject-verb agreement. You can go and work on what 5 levels of subject-verb agreement exercises. Nobody is lecturing you on grammar. You are simply learning based on the activities. Now, for improving vocabulary, we have vocabulary improvement section and listening spelling section. So if you want to improve the exam familiarity, we have 10 mock tests coming here. Each mock test, when you write, gives you score. It gives you insights where you're doing well, where you're not doing well, all that stuff. And you can even access your answers once you finish the exam. So all the materials, like the latest guides, templates, everything is mentioned here. And the entire course recording is available. Latest class recording is available, including my real exam experiences. So, right, all the basics. Now, this is my real exam experience, the exam that I took on January 26th, January 30, 2026 or something. So everything, it's a complete package. Don't hesitate to buy this. The subscription is starting from just, I think, 1,500 rupees in Indian currency for a week's subscription. So every feature is going to come in the 1 week subscription plan. I'll meet you with the new essay sample question and answer. Stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you find value in my channel, please do subscribe.